Hello, so this is Aaron Maller from Parallax, and this is a quick video going over how to move a building once on BIM 360 design and shared coordinates are enabled if its coordinates need to change. So in this file, this is our host model down here. It's just 4 walls and the model text host file, and we're sitting right at the survey point just for the simplicity of the video. Now I've created one linked model. It is on BIM 360 as well. And it's just called linked model test number 2. Now, if you were to go into visibility graphics, I've got 3 instances of the model linked, model 1, model 2, and model 3, and they have 3 different named places for their coordinate systems, position 1, position 2, position 3. So in this example, if we assume that for whatever reason, the design has changed, and we know that this building now needs to move 5 feet down, and I'm using simple numbers just to make this a little simpler, and 5 feet to the left, we want the building to end up there. So this is actually something that what we need to do is we need to communicate that point to our consultant or our consulting engineer or whatever else. And so we see that that point is 4040. Obviously in the real world it'll be a much uglier number, but we'll get it from civil. And once we have that number, somebody can actually just go into that linked model. And now that we're in the linked model, just as a refresher, we have 3 different locations or sites in this file. We have project position 1, we have position 2, and we have position 3, which is the one that's rotated at the angle, just to show how that all works. So if we put it back, all the consultants need to do at this point is use, instead of acquire and publish, they use specify at a point, and they click there and say this is now at 40 and 40 instead of 45 and 45. So they can now synchronize their file. And we're basically done. So if we close that file, the one thing that we have found that is a little strange, which is a possible bug that Autodesk will have to look at in the future, is that right now, if you go to Manage Links and you reload this model, you'll see that it won't actually change position. It will stay in the incorrect location. But that seems to just be a regeneration glitch, because if you were to close the file and open it, or temporarily unload the file, and then just completely reload it, you'll see that when we do this, the model is going to actually go into the correct new location that we've moved it to, including the spot elevation that's present on that model. So what I would say about this is that I would probably always use specify coordinates at a point, especially because, again, if you're doing multiple coordinate systems where you have, for instance, even in this file, we have multiple systems because we may have 3D coordination, and then we may have real world. I can't type. Oh, that's even worse. There we go. So if we have real world coordinates, that might also involve having a different true north or a different position and whatnot, then specify and acquire and publish won't work anyway because of the multiple named systems. So specify at a point, reload the model after unloading the model, which is not a destructive edit, and everything is all good.